Today I'm back at the Goodwill at the corner of South Hairston Road and Covington Highway in Decatur, Georgia. I think this is my new favorite Goodwill. I've been here 3 times now. So let's head inside and see if I can find anything that I can sell in my antique and vintage booth. Here's an end cap all in blue. I thought this picture might be mid-century, but it's not. It's new. And some little teacups with the dragonfly, but I don't see the teapot that should go with them. Here's a big enamel pot in a 70s color. $15.09. But no, it is Rachel Ray. It's not vintage. It's also very large. It take up a lot of space in my booth. All right, baking and pots and pans. I'm looking for vintage makers. Vintage pieces. Teapots do sell well, but I'm finding that the enamel ones take longer to sell, whereas the Japanese ceramic ones are more popular sellers. Here's a piece of Corningware in the blue cornflower, $7.24. This pattern still is doing really well for me. And I know I can get that off with some oven cleaner, that greasiness stuff. What do you call that? Is there a word for that? What is this? I don't know, because they put the sticker right over the stamp. It looks like a Corningware pattern, but the stamp did not look like Corningware. These are cute. Are these supposed to be a pair? Because one is salt and one is pepper, but they're clearly different. They're both Pioneer Woman. Maybe that's a thing, like the mismatched pair. Here's a Corningware platter, $2.09. That's a much better price. I'm gonna get this. It kind of evens out the fact that the other big lasagna pan was a little bit high in price, because this platter is only $2.09, so I think I can work with that. All right, let's see. Plates, dishes. This is one of my favorite aisles. There's a little sticker from an antique store probably on this. Stickers right over the maker. Who knows? Polish maybe? It's difficult to say. These, I'm not sure what these are, but I like the pattern. They're so heavy though that I don't think I'm going to be able to turn them over without putting down the camera. Fashion collection. That's fancy. Can't see the actual maker though. So frustrating. I'm taking another pass at this aisle, and I almost missed this. To find a Corningware casserole dish with the lid for $3.09. That's a really good deal. So I'm going to get this as well. This is just turning out to be a blue cornflower kind of day. Oh my gosh, what are these? Look at that mid-century pattern. Alright, let's see if I can figure out. They're made by Citation. I can't even make out that smaller word. Alright, let's look at the art aisle. Here's a little Hummel picture. $4.09. Professionally framed, but unfortunately Hummel just sits and sits, so I'm not gonna get that. It's cute though. Let's see what else on the art aisle. What is this? I like those old German cuckoo clocks. It's a little orange kitten with his net, and he wants to catch the little bird when it comes out of its door. That's adorable. All right, elephants. A broken tusk. That's a bummer. That's a pretty one. $2.09. A broken trunk. 89 cents. A broken leg. Oh my gosh, this is sad. Okay, a no-go on the elephants. Here's a Mary Mushrooms canister. $3.09. No lid. That's a bummer. Cute little owl thermometer, Georgia souvenir. Oh dear. It always happens. It always gets weird. This is pretty. Looks vintage. $3.09. I don't know. The Goodwill decor aisle has been kind of sorry lately. I mean, I'm really looking, but there's just not much here that's, of any value. And if you see nice stuff, it's often broken. All of those elephants were broken in some way. Makes me sad. Some big soup tureen, but no ladle. Speckled stoneware. Here's an art glass piece. Let's see what this is. It's from Marshall's. Interesting, but from Marshall's. And the clear glass aisle, also looking rather sparse. This is in the wrong aisle. $2.09. Nothing too exciting in the clear glass from first glance either. Now this is a pretty hand-painted Japanese teapot. It's really pretty, $2.09. I think I'll look this up. No, it has a huge chunk in it. I'm gonna have to put it back, even though I really like it. It's so pretty. So I'm going to definitely get my Japanese stoneware. I'm going to get these. These are Denby, and they're only 89 cents a piece. I have so many coffee cups that I need to actually take. I don't know. It's too much. I have an obsession with coffee cups, and I realize that. So let's head to the register. So I really want these. They're $2.09, and I just think they're adorable. Let's get started on the haul portion of this video. I've made it up to Ellijay. This is the town where my antique booth is, and so this weekend I will do my required workday at the antique store. We have to do 2 work days per month per booth. It's sort of like part of our booth rental. Okay, so that Goodwill, this is my 3rd video that I've done at that Goodwill, and a viewer actually told me about that Goodwill because I just had never been there. I really like it though, and I was super happy to find the blue cornflower at Goodwill. And let's see, let's start with the covered casserole. It's the 1.5 quart. It was just $3.09, and it should sell for $28 fairly quickly. This is just a popular pattern. Young people are buying it because they have good memories of their grandmothers having it or their great-grandmothers, and maybe they have some of her stuff, and they just want to complete a set or start their own set because they have such happy memories of this stuff from their childhood. Okay, and these are the star of the show for sure. These are Otagiri Japanese stoneware, 1970s speckled coffee cups. They're all different. So, when you put something like this into Google Lens, I found lots of really pretty ones, but I didn't find any that looked exactly like mine. I think they're just unique. So these were $1.39 a piece, and they should sell for $12 a piece. They're just lovely, and definitely when I saw those on the shelf, I was like, oh my gosh, I had to really quickly get those. I was so excited about them. I'm sure you can hear Bear. He's back there behind me. He's just hopped up onto the coffee table because he likes it because it's cool. The tile on top of the coffee table is cool. So he's gone there to lay down. He makes constant noise, so it is what it is. This lovely book, it's called Grow, Cook, Nourish, and it's just such a beautiful book. I mean, it is heavy. It is substantial. I just thought that it would look really pretty if I display it on my cookbook stand so that people can really see it. and it's even got a bookmark in it. So that, I thought that was cool. Originally, this was priced, there's a sticker on it that says $49.99 Canada, or it says CAN. I don't know if that's what that means or not, but, and then down here it says that this book was originally $45. It looks like no one ever really used it. Honestly, it looks so clean. I can't ask $45 for a book in our antique store. That just won't work. People will be like, this lady's crazy. I will probably put $16, maybe $18 on this. It's just such a beautiful book. All right, next we have the salt and pepper shakers. They're not vintage, clearly. They are just a newer thing, and I will save these for Halloween. I have no idea whether anyone is going to go to the trouble of putting out salt and pepper shakers specifically for Halloween or not, but I just thought they were so cute. I had to have them. Salt and pepper shakers like these should sell for $14, no problem, in our booth, and these are just $2.09 for these adorable little guys. When I was watching the footage of me shopping, I realized that those plates that were just, they're too heavy for me to turn them over with one hand, because I basically got my, I'm filming with my cell phone with one hand and holding it, and then I have just one hand to turn things over, and they were too heavy for me to turn them over. But I realized watching the footage that the plates were this pattern as well. This pattern is called Summer Fields. There's the Denby stamp on the bottom. This is a 1980s pattern, and it is discontinued, so this pattern is considered rare. These are just lovely and such an interesting little shape, in my opinion. They were 89 cents a piece, and I will put $9 on these. So at that Goodwill, like a bigger coffee cup, these were $1.39, and smaller coffee cups like this one are 89 cents at that Goodwill. At the Goodwill closest to my store, where I often go, every coffee cup is $1.39. There's really nothing at that store anymore that's less than $1, so I do like the pricing better at this particular Goodwill. And it will continue to be part of my regular rotation. The blue cornflower roaster was $7.24, so whoever priced this thought it was pretty valuable, apparently. But I got good prices on the other two Corningware pieces, so I decided to get it anyway. This should sell for $26. I thought it was a lasagna pan maybe, but it clearly says roaster on the bottom at closer inspection. So I was very excited about this. I'm going to just put some oven cleaner on this, let it sit, and all of this grease stuff will come right off. The blue cornflower serving platter was only $2.09, and I will put $26 on this as well. Right before I was about to check out, I spotted this little cat votive. I have bought and sold these several times. These clear glass, nice heavy cat votives. I just love how the cat is curled up asleep. And this was $2.09, and I'll put $16 on this. Right now we are pet sitting for Frank. He's the former foster, the Siamese cat. And his mom, she is the one who gave me all the Johnson brothers. So they are moving, and that's why one of the reasons we're watching him is because once they get moved and once they get settled, they'll come back and pick up Frank. So because she was moving, she's going through all of her stuff, and she found 4 more of the dinner plates in the coaching scenes. All of my Johnson brothers that she gave me sold, and she gave me a bunch of it, except for just a couple of saucers that I have left where I don't have cups to go with them. So these were a gift, so they're free, and I will put $12 a piece on these, and they should fly out the door. Because I had 3 pie dishes that sold in one day in my last paycheck, I have 3 more to go ahead and put in the booth. These were a gift from a viewer, so these were free. And let's see, I've got the cherry pie one to put out this time when I go restock the booth. I have a cheesecake one, and then I have a pizza one. So I need to look these up because I think that the pizza one is more valuable and goes for a higher price online. So I need to look these up. I already looked up the cherry pie one and I put 23 on that one. So these are cool because they have a recipe on the plates. And then just a couple of things to show you from quick stop-ins where I stopped in at a thrift store and I didn't get a chance to film were I'm hesitating to buy too many books, but like that Grow Nourish book that I showed you, that was special, and these are special. People love Shel Silverstein, and these will sell quickly. They were $2.92. That's the going rate for a hardback at Goodwill these days. And I will put 14 a piece on these. Maybe 16. I need to look these up. And then I found these glasses. I've got 4 of them, and I'm going to sell these as a set. I just don't want to end up with one left. And I have noticed over the years that if you sell things as a set, that they will sit longer, but if you sell them individually, they will move faster. But for these, because I just don't want to end up with one left, and that has happened before, and then it looks so silly just to have like one wine glass left in a certain pattern. So I'll sell those as a set. They were $1.39 a piece, and I was going to put $9 a piece on them if I sold them individually. I need to think about that. I don't think anyone's going to pay $36 for these. I don't actually think these are Libby. I'm not sure what they are, but they're pretty. I can kind of tell that they're not showing it very well on this camera, but they are pretty. They'll look good in the booth. And yeah, I think that's it for what you haven't seen yet. Oh, there's one more thing that I'm gonna hold off and put this in the booth in the fall, but it's a handmade sweater, children's sweater with a hoodie with the awesome it looks 1970s to me with these buttons on it. And I like how I don't know the names of the stitches in knitting. I know the names of stitches in crochet, but I like how the stitching on the hood and the arms is one thing, and then it's got the nice cabling on the face of it. It's just, I mean, it's just beautiful. Look at all the different cabling on the back. It's just fabulous. $6.24 because I found it in the women's section. If it had been in the kids section where it should have been, it probably would have been even less. I have no idea what I'm going to put on this. I don't really even know. I mean, I know that if I put something like this on Etsy, it would sell for a really nice price, but I just don't have the Etsy kind of, customer base. All right, well, thank you so much for watching today. I'm just gonna head down to the antique store and work on putting these new things in my booth and work on creating height with those cake stands that I showed you. I put a little sticker on my cake stands that says not for sale because I want to keep them and use them for risers, which reminds me I also have some new acrylic risers too to put in the booth. So that's the plan. I don't have a lot to put in, and I haven't priced this new stuff yet, but that's okay. I don't want to get overwhelmed with trying to put so much stuff in. I think just a small bag of new things plus adding the risers is enough for me to accomplish in one swoop. I appreciate you watching today. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content, but only subscribe if you would truly like to see future videos from me. It is also completely free to subscribe to someone's YouTube channel. So today I do have some pet outtakes for you, and the first is a video of Bear swimming with his life jacket on in the pool. And the second is a video I tried to get of Zoe, our foster cat, looking ridiculously cute. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.
Look at him go!
He's so fast.
Good boy, Bear! You are so good at swimming. you up. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. How you were sleeping with your hands, your face in your hands. Oh, Zoe, I'm sorry. Sweet girl. Sweet.